the bathroom to this midweek shave. It's Wednesday, it's dreadfully hot and warm in the weather. Today we're joined by the dog, which is taking a nap on my feet. Apologise for the hair, but let's get going. Let's start with the pre-shave today. It's Vitos, made in Italy, mentholated and unscented. Brush is this Yaki brush, actually, I believe it's a Yaki brush, yes. Marbly look, beautiful brush, good backbone to it. We'll just soak it in water, even though we do not need to. Now, to suit this very warm weather, very hot day, we're going to go with something mentholated. I was going to go in a different direction, but then I saw the weather forecast and then I changed my mind. So today we're going to the Sotsi Sobri. I love that name. You know, it just has some poshness to it somehow. Sotsi Sobri, mate. Well, Twisted Rose. Beautiful mentholation, simple scent of roses and menthol. That's it. This is a highly mentholated soap. The splash that I have, it's the witch hazel, non-alcohol based. Has very little menthol in it, but I couldn't resist, so I've pounced in a few menthol crystals to give it that extra oomph to sort of match this. And this is a plastic top, and you get 5.5 ounces or 156 grams. And I'll get something up to scoop with right now. As you see, it's a soap, it's a cream, sorry, very soft. And I think this is more than enough. Actually, we'll just take something off. I think that's more than enough. There you go. Set that in the bowl. We have not spread it out lately, but we haven't spread it out yet, because something new, old new to me, but not, you know, new. New to me, but all, yeah. I'll explain. The razor is the Micromatic, the gem. Focus. There you go. Gem. Micromatic, yes, sorry. Open comb version, so this is the aggressive one. Brass, total brass. Bought it on eBay, beautiful condition. Look how the camera picks up the colouring, absolutely beautiful. All right, and you twist to open and close it. Alright, all we do now, we just press down the soap here. We do not really need to spread it at all, because it is a cream and this is a very, you know, backbony brush we're using. I'm just cleaning the scooper here, and now I'm actually concerned if I've taken out too much of the cream, but we'll see. Blades, sorry, if you do not know, these were made between the 1930s and 1940s. I do not know when particularly these were made, but I put a link to the eBay store where I got this. Good conditions all over. He also has Don, I believe his name was. So thank you, Don. Some other vintage, that was the name. Vintage razors, absolutely beautiful. Look at the description. This is the PAL. So we'll open this. Or will we? No, we won't. We won't open it yet. We'll wet the face and put on the pre-shave. I'll have these dots here. I don't know what that's about, but maybe it's just, you know, my skin has never really liked the heat. Oh yeah. It's going to be very nice having a shave after a long day of, you know, hot long day. When do you do your shaves? Let me know. So let's compare, right? Yeah, shower comes later because when I'm done here, I'm going down to prepare dinner for the family. My wife has been so kind as to prepare most of it, so I'm just, finishing off some stuff. This is just like Paratho green texture. It's fairly inexpensive, so I don't remember how much I bought for it. It's a glass bottle, but I have a larger container in plastic. And I've trimmed this area here, and I'm sorry if there's some lightning in the camera, but the my watch picks up the sun. Alright, you just leave this, and I'm sorry about the sun because it's just taking over really. Nice ventilation to it. I would say as the same level as Paratho green. Perhaps it is basically the same product, but without, where did I put the ring? But without the added Paratho scent. So here we have the soap. Brush will flick it a few times so it's wet and not driven, and then we'll get going. Is this better? Yeah, let's see. Straight away. And right now it gets off, off the top. I would say it has a scent strength of roses about 4, perhaps even 5. And lather, it is slightly stronger. It fills the room right now. It's a very fresh. I wouldn't actually, if you stuck this to my nose, I would not go to say, oh, that's roses. No, I wouldn't. It does smell like roses, but somehow, oh no, spilling this lather all over the floor, that's not good. But somehow, still, there's something different to it. Because maybe I'm not, a rose expert, one go smelling rose. I'm sorry, I just have to clean this up on the floor. There you go. Good. Alright. Let's see how we're doing. Can it require some more water? I think so, perhaps slightly more water. Sorry about that. And as you see, everything in these videos unedited, so there's no cheating. The only thing I edit out mostly is when I do a facial wash of the remaining lather or soap that's in the brush before I go to the post shave. That's it, everything is basically a one take. So that's it. Beautiful. Let's lather up. Let's see. As I said, this is very mentholated. So you will get it. Like this is about the level of the glacial sterling line, even perhaps above that. Beautiful. Getting in quite intense freeze on my upper lip. And in the eyes as well now. I like menthol, so I think it's a good thing. think it's nice, especially once you've done the first pass and move on to the second. All right, let's try to open this. There you go. Watch out. And these were provided to me by Don at the PayPal. Oh, sorry, not PayPal. At the eBay store. So you'll just open up here, and you'll put this in like so, I believe. There you go. There you go. Not that difficult. And these pins here will stop it. We'll put it down there, and then we'll just see if it closes. There you are. This is supposed to be aggressive, so let's see. Also supposed to be completely different feel than a DE razor, almost like a straight razor. All right, let's go. Ooh, slightly more intense. Yeah, there we go. All right, interesting. Also, the blades here are made quite differently than your DE blade. These blades nice. They're thicker and they don't give. They're not, you know, once you press a DE blade, it sort of have a give to it, you know, it can bounce. Here, sorry. No. This one does not have that. I just pick up a hair. I think I was imagining stuff. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry that the sun, is this better? Seems to be better, yeah. I'll try here. So it's trial and error this way. Has a nice sort of length to it. I love this. It's James well. Yeah, it's okay. It's nice to have something like this. There you go. Good. Trying to see how we're doing here with that. Look at how slick this shaving cream is, by the way. Just keep going. And absolutely, as of this, everything else, DE shaving or wet shaving, no pressure. I'm no expert using these because this is my first time using a Micromatic gem. Now this is the ultimate test right here, because right here is where my beard is absolutely thickest. I'm not saying much because I'm taking it in. I'm just trying to figure out what I think. It's certainly different. That's for sure. All right, let's do second application here. Let's dip it in water. See the magic happen, what? Good. Nice. Thinner layer this. Again on the floor. There's nothing wrong with the thinner layer. Just trying to clean up here on the floor here. Right, let's check. Alright. Second pass, across. Certainly is showing though. Did I say it was made of brass? I believe so. You can feel the blade is just missing about, that's for sure. I believe there's a learning curve here, which is absolutely ideal that I chose this shaving cream, because it's very slick and the residual slickness on it is also amazing. So it does give me a bit of play, you know, to go over a few areas more than once. Good. Definitely feel the blade, but what I call it, some call it an R41 type-ish. Sorry. Force of habit. Perhaps it's about there, but in terms of blade feel, but efficiency, I don't know, certainly gets the job done. But you know, it could also be the blade. This is a nice treatment here, right? Almost at the end. I need to go back. Well, there's a learning curve with the angle, I believe. A few dots here and there, but nothing serious. There's no overhang to be aware of, like there are on the double-edged razors. Just go here. Just water here. Right, that's it. I'll do a face wash in the remainings of the soap, and I'll see you all at the post shave. That was amazing. It won't make you look any better, but it'll make you feel damn good. Alright, so let's put on, this time, this is rose water. No, it doesn't say like that because it says that in Danish, sorry, which is my native tongue. It has the same type of properties as the witch hazel does. Right, let's go through what we used before we put on the aftershave. Pre-shave was the Vitos, sorry, mentholated nicely. Brush from Yaki, sort of a marble, unbranded otherwise, but I know it's from Yaki, I believe. Synthetic brush, beautiful, sort of posh looking. This is what's left of the bowl. So the soap we used for 3 passes and a facial wash was absolutely few dots, spot on. What else? Oh yeah, the soap itself. Satsi Savory Twisted Rose Shaving Cream. Beautiful slickness, absolutely gorgeous residual slickness. Very nice menthol. And to my mind, a nice rosy scent. Is it girly? To my opinion, no, it's not. It's actually quite nice. It's a nice scent, unisex scent. I'm not afraid to wear it. So, razor in question. The Gem Micromatic. It looks beautiful. It's made between the 1930s and 1940s. More inclined to think the 40s because that's statistically more likely. With the I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but with the PAL blade in it. It's shaved nicely. It does have a roughness to it. The blade definitely gets a different feel than DE blade. There's no give in the blade. It feels aggressive, and well, I was able right now, it seems, to get a decent BBS-ish shave out of it. But I also struggled a bit with the angle because this type of razor is completely new to me. Even though the angle wasn't completely difficult to find, somehow I just, slight millimeters, and I could get, oh, there it is. Kind of, I hope it makes sense to you. I'm glad to own it. It's something that's very historical. Is it my favorite razor? I don't think it's going to be, no. There are more aggressive razors that I enjoy far more than this one. But it's definitely not the worst razor I've tried neither. And it might also be the blade. Maybe you put a different blade in it, you get a completely different experience. But for now, the PAL blade is what we're using in it, and we'll keep using it until we're done. So this is it. We are at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. We're going to be applying this Twisted Rose, where I've added menthol to it, and this is non-alcoholic witch hazel based scent, or not scent, this is the same scent as the soap, but I've added more menthol to it because I initially, when I used it, didn't quite think that it gave the soap the just that it needed. Very nice, gorgeous, rub it in, beautiful. That's it, and the menthol will build slowly. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay happy and healthy. Remember to tell your loved ones that you love them, and take care of yourself. And I hope to see you at the weekend shave. Remember to check out the description if you're in the market for a gem Micromatic, US made. That's it. Bye bye.